Hello friends and potential friends. As you can see, I've got some sweet potato slips that are starting to get big enough to plant. I just pulled up 2 of them from this end. I was going to see, actually I was planning on putting them in a jar of water so they grow roots. When I pulled them out of the dirt, they've already got a good root ball on them, so they're ready to plant actually, and I'm not ready to plant them yet. The 2 that I pulled up, I did put in the lab under the lights and put them in a jar of water just to keep them alive until I get this bed ready over here. You can see I planted out at 10 or 11, 12, whatever, Amish paste tomatoes. So I'm ready for this bed to turn into sweet potatoes. Problem is, it's still occupied. I got Romas on every one of the plants that's in here. These are the plants that I planted in October, but all of these, they've had a lot of blight, but they're still producing tomatoes. I just pulled out a couple here that didn't have any tomatoes on them because I want to get this bed ready for another crop. And the other crop that I'm planning on putting in here, hopefully I will learn some things from it. I planted sweet potatoes in this bed last year. Got a video on harvesting the sweet potatoes, and quite frankly that seems to be my most popular video, even though it was a big fiasco. Maybe it's the entertainment factor. It sure was kind of funny. But I did learn one thing. And what I learned is I need to learn how to dig sweet potatoes. When I go around and look in here, I missed one there. I missed one there. There's one I missed over there. Couple more that I missed here. And this guy over here, I actually dug this one up from where I put the tomatoes and put it back over here. And when I pulled it out of the ground, that thing had a nice sweet potato on it already. I don't know whether that was the cedar that I had planted or that I missed, or whether it just grew from what I did miss. But I got 6 or 8 sweet potato plants already coming up in this bed. Now I still have to add another 2-3 inches of compost to this thing to get it ready for the sweet potatoes once I get these tomatoes out of here. So I'll probably just start slowly adding dirt to it, or compost, until I get it back up to the level I want, until I can get the rest of the tomatoes out. And then I'll get them sweet potatoes in, and we'll see if we can make another comedy at the end of this season. We'll keep you informed. Well, following along on my last clip, as you can see, the sweet potato slips keep growing. We've even got new ones coming up where I pulled those 2 initially. And out here, yeah, tomatoes are growing. And I've got tomatoes ripening out here finally. These are the Romas that I planted last September, October, somewhere in there. As you can see, I have added some more compost to this bed, trying to work it in around the tomatoes and trying not to bury the sweet potatoes that I missed. So our current count of what I missed last year at the harvest, we got the one over there that I moved from the tomato where the tomatoes are at. Looks like there's about 4 or 5 of them right there. Another one in here. Another one over there. Another one in here. These 2 are slips that I pulled off at around the first clip. I planted them in here yesterday after I got some more dirt in here. Compost actually. More tomatoes almost ripening. and one more set of sweet potatoes over there in the corner. So hopefully pretty soon I'm going to get the rest of these tomatoes off of here. I did pick 5 today, so probably get another 5 or 6 tomorrow from the looks of it. Maybe I'll be able to pull 1 or 2 of these vines back out of here. Ultimately, I'll finish filling this up with compost, put my fence down the middle of it for the sweet potatoes to climb up, and I'm probably going to come in on the other side over there and plant a bunch more great northern beans that I harvested last year. Slowly trying to get things going. Problem is, I have to wait for other things to finish before I can get others started. Speaking of finishing, I gotta pick some more collards. Looks like the one thing that I've really gotten good at growing is collards. My freezer's almost full of them. I'm gonna have to start canning pretty soon. That's where we're at the moment. I will keep you up to date as things change. Friends and potential friends, well, I've only got 1 tomato bush left in this bed where I want to put my sweet potatoes. Still got some fruit ripening. There's still a half dozen or more tomatoes on that thing, so it'll be there for another week or so. But I got my trellis put up so that I can try to catch up with these sweet potatoes that have popped up on their own. Boy, I missed a bunch of them. But I'm going to get my slips planted and get some leaves over top of this stuff and see what happens. Okay, here are my slips. I am using the Danny technique from Deep South Homestead. Put the sweet potatoes in dirt, let them start growing slips, and when you pull them up, they've already got roots on them. So you don't have to put these in water to grow roots. They're ready to go in the ground. And sometimes I pull the potatoes up when I'm trying to get them out of here. But that's okay too. Or and another one there. Nice root. Another one there. That's a weed. Push the potato back in the ground so it can grow some more. And another one there. And one more over. Uh-oh. That one does not have any roots on it yet. And that tater came out of the ground a little bit. So I will let these, see if anything else comes up there. Meanwhile, I'll get these in the ground. And I suspect people have seen, I imagine most of you know how to dig a hole and put a plant in it. So that's basically what I'm going to do. Dig a hole, put a plant in it. Dig another hole, put another plant in it. And that's it till I run out of plants. Okay, looks like a total of 20 slips. And it counts the ones that I just pulled out of my slip pot and the ones that came up on their own, because I ain't no good at digging sweet potatoes. It's about half and half right now. I'll try to do better in the fall when I dig these ones up. I think I might just go get a bag of northern beans and put on the other side of this gate or this trellis. Then I'll get it all covered up with leaves and water it in a little bit, and hopefully we will get the rain they promised us for, what was it, Friday I think. It's supposed to rain all day Friday, so all this stuff should get watered in good. Also have to run a drip line in here for those days when I don't have water running. Okay, but that's the status for now. Probably put this thing together and get it uploaded. Okay, here we are. all the sweet potato slips in. Put the drip line in. I put some Great Northern beans on the other side of the trellis. Covered the whole thing up with oak leaf mulch. Now we will just water it all in and sit back and see what happens. See you next time.